to make sure that everyone understands, I want to allow him to make the strike. Yeah, so the strike that he does, see how he strikes? He's striking directly here to my chest. Okay, so in the drill, I strike to my chest, I'm actually clearing, making his redirecting his arm to go downward, so that way I don't get hit, you know. So when we do these drills, make sure that y'all doing the drills not half behind. I'm going like this. I'm literally personally striking towards his mid area. That defeats the purpose because now he's not working for it. I need to make sure see now he has forced to clear the line. When you get to that, it's technically a strike to create I explained previously, it's create an opening. Also, this also is like, the reason it was called a shock hand is because it kind of shocks him for a split second and it makes him tense up or maybe make a mistake, and then it gives you a chance to strike. And this happens really fast. So if we were doing, like, say if we were boxing and he comes off, he throws off a jab, boom, and I'm going like this. So this is a back pop, it's a jab. See? Now he's gonna make a strike. He really is trying to strike at me, and I have to deflect. Now with reason, we have to be careful we don't really hit each other, because there comes
but
that
the
part.
distance also.
Distance, yeah.
That's why a lot of times you see the gap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that way, that's what make it an energy drill.
Right.
It's really not a thing of you really in danger. You reading the energy. Like if I throw that,
right.
He's reading the energy.
Right.
He's reading the energy, really reading the energy. But he's not in danger.
Right.
Because if he doesn't read the energy, then
right,
what?
Then it's a strike. Well, then that's why.
And it makes it smoother not trying to make contact.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes it smoother. If anything, what we're doing is, it's okay to touch him. Let's just say if he's come closer,
yeah,
so you can see you. If I put my hand, like I go here and he doesn't, then I just touch him. I just kind of do this to let him know I'm here. I don't really want to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm going for the face, make sure you just kind of leave it just to let him know you're here. You know, this is the first we need to do. This is for the sake of training. But we definitely want to make you actually work for defense. So make sure your lines are clear. So when we do this punch, make sure it's center line, or even this is center line, and you strike. Instead of the face, go for the body, because this way it's easier in case if you accidentally go forward, then we don't actually injure any soft spot of the face, okay? And then it's good for the open palm for this strike. And then we do this here, all right?
Here we're doing a different variation of the same drill that was done in part 2. Basically, what's different in this one is that we're switching back and forth using Gumsau, which means circling the wrist. So what we do is going from outside to inside position to practice the drill. That way you get to practice both sides continuously.
Make it clear on the Gumsau. You're not just lifting your arm up, but you're kind of pressing forward. And I try not to, my hands are like this. I put my hand like this so as to, so I don't really cross the center line. Now, I mean, there are times you're gonna have to cross the center line, but you may have to turn your body in a certain angle to clear that line. But for the sake right now, you press forward so that way, it's almost like a rising, those who do karate, it's almost like the same as a rising block, but instead of going upward, you're going forward. And you push the forward, so that way he throws the punch and he's trying to lean his weight on me. You lean your weight forward. And then I'm not collapsing or like this, because I've seen some people, they do Gumsau like this. Problem with this is that now I'm in danger of this hand still hitting me. See how close his fist is to my face? So all he has to do is ride up and I'm gonna get punched.
I can see why they do that. Because like if the punch comes,
yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's more of that. They wouldn't, cause you know what I mean, this is handling straight on.
Right.
Pretty much. And even with this, it's still gonna be somewhat of a turn. So there, it's taking it off of me.
Yeah.
See, yeah, because you know what I mean, because straight on, it's still force on force. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I could do that, but it's still supposed to slide off. It's like the woman style. You know what I mean? Like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's a woman style. Like even from that one, yeah. Yeah, come in with this one. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like barely feel like anybody touching me. You know what I'm saying?
See, the difference is, well, what I'm trying to what I'm trying to explain. So the difference is, what I was saying earlier is that what he's saying is to move off the line with your body versus staying here and having your arm collapse. Right? That's what I mean by doing this. The danger is if you're like this, his fist is here and he can get to me. That's why I say here is best.
Yeah.
Now, the same thing, Wing Chun is not just a soft art, it's also a hard art. Okay, it's both hard and soft. Hard when it needs to be, but see, as he's pushing forward, now I have to be soft too, because it's, first of all, Brother Aaron here, he's a lot bigger and stronger than me physically. And for me to really go force to force, it's a little more difficult because I feel more like intimidation of this force. So now I have to use that force against them. Here now this leads to lops out or grabbing the arm and go back to strike.
Yeah.
So that's what we were doing. That's what my brother did here earlier.
Yeah. But see, like you said, you have to have force. You know what I mean? It's never without force. The force is the protection, but the tactics is the strategy. I gotta have force, but the strategy is to use his force. See, I don't collapse. I never did collapse. You know what I'm saying? Because even like here, I'm actually doing it soft. Like, okay, this example. This will show you. Do you feel pressure coming from me?
No, just that I can't.
But move forward though.
Right.
Move forward. Move forward. It's not. It's still force on him. But see, because if there was no force here, he would collapse.
He will collapse.
Yeah.
See what my brother's saying, to give you an understanding, is, which makes sense. I don't know if, so to make it clearer from my perspective, what he's trying to say is that the objective is not to be this soft. You think, because again, we always consider Wing Chun a soft art, where we do this and we're, that flimsiness.
Yeah.
But you have to be hard enough to not allow just enough distance to keep this fist or any of his weapons to come into your area, your personal space. So you keep that distance. But if he puts pressure on me, forward pressure, see, I make sure that if I move, I can move back or laterally. Because I would prefer to go laterally than going back, because if he keeps going back, he's going to send me right into that window back behind me. But if I need to, and he pushes forward, this is where it leads to me doing this. This is where soft comes in. Hard versus soft, and soft versus hard. And now I'm going hard because now I'm making a strike. Now his softness now is because, see, right now the force that he sends me, send it forward, push forward. See, now he lost that force. Now he's soft, and now I'm returning the force right back at him, kind of like a branch in a tree. A branch in a tree, if you push it, what happens when you let it go? If you hold it, I'm pushing forward like this, it's gonna go back. That's why the Chinese believe in the bamboo. They use the bamboo stick as philosophy to martial arts, or even general principle. But it's like a whipping kind of a force, and it goes right back. I wanted to discuss about the Paksau drill, going off Paksau. This is now, we're going to do from, we were doing single sticky hand on the same arm. Now we're going to do cross arm sticky hand drill. And so we both going to be on Paksau together. So we both have Paksau. And the drill's pretty much, I'm going to, Paksau is, the difference between Gumsau and Paksau is that Gumsau stays back here as a guard, okay? Paksau is when you do a slap to remove the hand, okay? And then when you remove the hand, I'm gonna come here. See, he has his hand is already back here to protect him. That's the Gumsau. That's what the Gumsau does, or basically the guard hand, all right? So Paksau, which means slap deflection, he Gumsaus it now. Now what's going to happen is he's going to bring back to Paksau, and now he's going to do the drill. I want to also discuss the difference between Paksau and Gumsau. Paksau is a slap block where basically if he throws, let's say I'm going to run it just for the sake of it. I'm going to do this. This is slap block, and I'm just removing his hand. Gumsau is more of a trap, which basically means the pinning hand. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just pin his arm against his body. That way it's causing a trap so I can enter in. Okay, that's the difference between Gumsau and Paksau. It's just, that's the difference. Notice that automatically the Paksau comes back up to defend, because here's the Paksau, throw the punch. See, my hand comes here to defend me. You know what I mean? This hand is here just in case do Gumsau, trap my hand. See, now I got this to protect me because he trapped my hand. I need to do something to protect myself. Okay, so now it leads me. I have to do something else to get off of this, which would mean I'll probably have to roll my hand this way and see the count. See, now he has this here. Now I have to come back, and now we can go back to the drill. But this is a matter. That's what makes Wing Chun different from other styles, is that it's based on sensitivity. Brother Nair and I have years of experience just on sensitivity, so a lot of times we just kind of free flowing, and it's kind of having to sit here and break down stuff is different. But when you are beginning learning, which we were discussing this earlier, when we start learning the drills, they're a means to an end. What it is just for you to learn the mechanics, but you don't want to get locked into the mechanics. You want to, what you're supposed to learn from the drills is to learn how to feel the person and kind of learn a proper reaction. But once hands start going all over the place and people, you know, in a real situation, it's going to be different from that of a setting of a school training session.
Yeah.
You know,
I would say everything develops a sense of the thing. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I learned my structure. You know, I need my structure like it's a punch. I need my structure because it's a good building. I have a good building. It doesn't fall under pressure. You know what I'm saying? But that's not it. This building, something has to go on in the building. They serve food, they do business, something.
Right.
So this thing, it serves a purpose. Right. It deflects. That's what it does. It's sturdy, and then it does something. Right. Now the thing about it, not always going to be this stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? But even when it's enclosed, he could be throwing stuff, and it's here. This doesn't look like the form, but it's the form, ain't it? It is the form. See, he come back with that one. You see what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, real combat situation is not going to necessarily look like that, but it's the stuff that you learn from the drills
Right.
that you put into place when you need it. Because it's going to be fast. It's not going to be head up and all this stuff. He's swinging. He could be the one that's bigger than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about I'm bigger than him, but now I'm smaller than him.
Right.
So now I got to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to keep a structure, and I know the tactic, and I apply it when I need to. And you don't know how you're gonna do it, but when the time comes, it's just gonna make sense.
We want to thank everyone who's been tuning into our channels, and if this is your first time coming on, we're gonna have more videos coming up in the future. Stay tuned. So subscribe, give us a thumbs up if it's possible. If you like the video, and share it. And please, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or even whatever it is that you think about what we put on, just leave us a comment. All right. So thank you for tuning into Fall Guys Martial Arts and Entertainment, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.